Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuesday on MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It's Tuesday, September 16th. Getting ready for some breakfast here. I got 8 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, some baby spinach, cooked that up in a teaspoon of coconut oil, and topped it off with some of Angie's homemade salsa. Looking at about 350 calories there. I had 3 cups of coffee this morning with a little bit of milk, so probably getting close to 400 calories, as well as a glass of warm water with 5 grams of creatine. Going to be hitting the gym in a little bit for a hypertrophy focused workout. That's part of our high frequency full body training program. Get you some behind the scenes footage of that, as well as every meal I eat for the rest of the day. Catch up with you soon. All right, got myself a tall red eye and an oat fudge bar, about 420 calories, and I'm going to be hitting the gym in an hour for our hypertrophy focused workout. Catch up with you in a bit. Alright, so we began our hypertrophy focused workout with the wide grip pull downs. Now, after watching last week's video, I really wanted to make sure that I worked through the full range of motion. I noticed that I was only bringing the bar to maybe about 4 inches above my chest, which kind of feels normal to me, and I really had to think about forcing that bar down, touching my chest, and getting a maximum contraction in my lats, and this felt excellent. Actually, so good that we bumped up the weight another 15 pounds. Now, I don't like to touch my chest, but I try to get it down as close as I can. Then we moved on to the Atlantis machine for the chest press, which is just like a hammer strength machine. This is the same weight that we used last week. We did some warm-ups, and this was our starting weight for the first set, and this actually felt really easy to us. I think Rick did more than the 12 reps here. I stopped at 12, left a rep or 2 in the tank, and then we bumped up the weight. And I am just absolutely loving this machine. I definitely feel an enhanced mind-muscle connection. The stretch and tension in the bottom of this movement is just freaking phenomenal. And feeling that stretch really gets my head in the muscle and then allows me to, or helps me to, focus on really contracting the pecs on the way up. What I noticed lately, and I've known this for a while, is that whenever I'm doing chest exercises, my traps tend to really tighten up, and that's an area where I get a lot of knots. So I'm using a lot of like upper back muscles, like traps and rear delts and other muscles to help me push this exercise up, and it seems bizarre, but I definitely feel tension in there. So I felt that on the first rep here, and then really got my head into it, and was able to focus on just using my pecs and really feeling extra tension in the lower pec area. So that was great, and if you noticed, we threw on an extra 10 pounds each side, which is a step up from last week. Now we moved on to some squats, and this is 20 pounds heavier than what we used last week as well. I went with a little more narrow stance, and this felt really comfortable. The one thing I noticed here is that my right foot, the ankle, like I'm really tight in the ankle area, really tight. It's not even I'd say like Achilles tendon, and this is a big reason why. I mean, when I'm doing a lot of calf exercises, before I really started enhancing my mind-muscle connection, I really like tense up my foot muscles and using the ankle joint a lot to, like a lot of the muscles around the ankle joint to push that weight up and down. And I do the same thing when I'm walking. I feel that area, a lot of tension in that area, and I'm not contracting my calf muscles. And so that's something I'm going to be paying attention to now, and I really need to actually loosen up that area. Try to even get a massage in the ankle, lower calf, Achilles area. Moving on to the lateral raises. This is going to be an exercise where I won't really be going up in weight for the next 4 weeks, 3 weeks on this program. It's 25 pounds is challenging enough for the 10 to 12 repetitions. For the third set, look at that tag sticking out of Rick's shirt. Tease him about that. Anyhow, the third set, Rick decided to go with 1 arm at a time. And sometimes he'll do this just to, he feels that it takes some of the tension off of his lower back area, which he was feeling a little bit tension back there this morning. So went with 1 arm at a time, and it's a nice focused tension, and yeah, just a great way. So if you, it's something worth experimenting with. I was teasing him about the funny faces he's making. I think we all do that with a lot of the shoulder exercises. I know I do when I'm doing upright rows for sure. So this felt great. Felt great to get a little isolation with the delts, and then move on to some incline dumbbell bicep curls. This is our third set. Biceps were actually feeling really fatigued at this point, and getting the 10 to 12 reps was a bit of a challenge for me here, really making sure that I'm using all biceps. So in the bottom, using a neutral grip, and then rotating the wrist and getting a maximum supination there at the top, really twisting the wrist, the pinkies inwards, and like an extra little squeeze, and you'll be blown away at how that extra little contraction feels there. It's mind-blowing. And finish off the workout blasting our triceps, and we're using a wide grip here. We were talking about this. It feels so different using this wide grip pull down machine compared to the other cable machines. The tension with this type of band that's on there, just it feels different. And then going with a wider grip hits your triceps. It just feels like it really hits a triceps in a much different way. The tension is something else. It's really different. But this weight felt very comfortable. We're going to need to bump it up next week, at least for the first set or two. All right, time to grab myself a little post-workout full strength shake. Looking at 300 calories here, 40 grams of protein, 25 carbs, and 5 grams of fat. All right, dinner. We got some spaghetti, and that's some lean ground chicken in there.
Now do you want some
with
ground?
ragu. Oh, the Lady and the Tramp. Is that good, Chief?
Oh,
You like that? Scrumptious.
Real good.
Can you say where's the beef?
Beef jerky.
All right, I'm gonna grab 4 Oreo cookies, get some water, and we'll be going to watch Shane play some hockey soon. I think that will be just about it for me for the eating today. Close to 2,000 calories right now. What do you think about that? Are you mad that you don't have any Oreos, Charlie? How about you, Chief? You tell him to be grateful for his little kibble. Oh, you get away from my Oreos. Don't lick your chops.